Good morning, students. In the last class we have discussed about basic idea of the transistor, the types of the transistors and the working of the transistor. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about types of configurations, transistor configurations. So depending on the input, output and common terminal, so a transistor amplifier can be connected in three configurations. So they are common base, common emitter and common collector configurations, right? So depending on the input, output and common terminal, a transistor amplifier can be connected in three configurations. So these are common base configuration, common emitter configuration and common collector configuration. So common base configuration is also called grounded base configuration. So common base configuration is also called grounded base configuration. So in this configuration, emitter is the input terminal. So in the common base configuration, emitter is the input terminal, collector is the output terminal and base is the common terminal. So common base configuration is also called grounded base configuration. So here emitter is the input terminal, collector is the output terminal and base is the common terminal. So in common base configuration, input is applied between emitter and base. So input is applied between emitter and base and output is taken from the collector and base. The output is taken from the collector and base. So here the base of transistor is common to both input and output, so hence it is called common base configuration. Okay, so it is also called grounded base configuration. So input is applied between emitter and base and output is taken from the collector and base. So here the common terminal is base. The base of transistor is common to both input and output, so that's why it is called common base configuration. So see the circuit diagram of this common base configurations. Here base is connected to ground, so input terminal is emitter and output terminal is collector. So power supply, input is the input power supply is VEE and the output power supply is VCC. So common emitter configuration is also called grounded emitter configuration. So in the common emitter configuration, base is the input terminal, collector is the output terminal and emitter is the common terminal. That is in common emitter configuration. In common collector configuration, the base is the input terminal, emitter is the output terminal and collector is the common terminal. So CC configuration is also called grounded collector configuration. Grounded collector configuration. Okay. So it is the current expression in common base configuration. So here IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. IC equal to the collector current in common base. So IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. So the collector current, so it is the fraction of emitter current and the reverse saturation current ICBO. Here alpha IE is the fraction of emitter current and ICBO is the reverse saturation current. So the current between collector and base when emitter is open. So ICBO is the reverse saturation current, alpha is the fraction of emitter current. So here the reverse saturation current ICBO, it is a temperature sensitive. ICBO is a temperature sensitive and it doubles for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature. So it depends on the temperature. The reverse saturation current depends on the temperature. So here IE is greater than ICBO. So that's why we can write IC equal to alpha IE. IC equal to alpha IE. The collector current equation in common base configuration is IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. So in this, alpha is the fraction of emitter current, and ICBO is reverse saturation current. So here, so ICBO is a temperature sensitive and it doubles for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature. So here IE is greater than ICBO, so we can neglect ICBO, then we can write IC equal to alpha IE. So from this, alpha equal to IC by IE. So here alpha is a current amplification factor in common base configuration. So it is the ratio of output current to input current. So in common base configuration, the output current is IC and the input current is IE. Okay, in common base, the output current is IC. See here, the output current is collector current and the input current is emitter current. So here alpha is IC by IE, the ratio of output current to input current. It is a current amplification factor in common base configuration. So for the transistor, we can write IE equal to IB plus IC. So emitter current is a combination of both base current and collector currents. So in place of IC, you can write alpha E plus ICBO. So it becomes IE equal to IB plus alpha E plus ICBO. So from this, IB equal to IE minus alpha E plus ICBO. Here it is IB equal to 1 minus alpha into IE minus ICBO. Here neglect ICBO, then IB becomes 1 minus alpha into IE. So IB equal to 1 minus alpha into IE. See here. So for the transistor, we can write IE equal to IB plus IC, and in place of IC, you can substitute IE plus ICBO. So IB equal to IE minus alpha IE plus ICBO, and IB equal to 1 minus alpha into IE minus ICBO. If you neglect this ICBO, then IB becomes 1 minus alpha into IE. So that is the base current. So here, when the reverse bias voltage increases, that is VCB, here the reverse bias voltage is VCB. If we increase the reverse bias voltage, the width of the depletion region also increases. So see in this diagram. So if we increase the reverse bias voltage, the width of the depletion region increases. So if the width of the depletion region increases, the effective base width decreases. The base width decreases, right? So this effect is called early effect or base width modulation. So with the reverse voltage, with the reverse bias voltage, the width of the depletion region increases, which reduces the base width. So this effect is called early effect or base width modulation. Here base width is going to decrease, so due to the reverse bias voltage. Okay, that is called early effect. See here. So the width of the base is going to decrease. With the increase in collector voltage, the effective base width may be reduced to 0 and the emitter barrier voltage becomes smaller than the collector voltage. It reaches through the base region. So due to this lowering of emitter junction voltage, an extensively large emitter current flows. This phenomena is called punch through or reach through. Punch through or reach through. So with the increase in collector voltage, if you increase the collector voltage, the effective base width is reduced to 0, right? So depletion region increases, so due to that the base width reduces to 0. the emitter barrier voltage becomes smaller than the collector voltage. So reaches through the base region. So due to lowering of emitter junction voltage, so large emitter current flows. So due to the lowering of this emitter junction voltage, large emitter current flows. This phenomena is called punch through or reach through. So these are the input characteristics of the common base configuration. So input characteristics of the common base configuration. Here it is the curve between emitter current and emitter base voltage. Input current and input voltage. It is the curve between emitter current IE and emitter base voltage VBE or VEB at constant collector base voltage VCB. So the input characteristics are drawn between emitter current and emitter voltage at constant collector base voltage, that is VCB. So emitter current is generally taken along y-axis and emitter base voltage along x-axis. So emitter base voltage VEB, so it is taken along x-axis and the emitter current is taken along y-axis. So the input characteristics are drawn between emitter current and emitter base voltage at constant collector base voltage. See here. So it is emitter current and this one is emitter base voltage. So at constant collector base voltage. So here VCB2 is greater than VCB1. VCB2 is greater than VCB1. So if you increase the collector base voltage at lower base emitter voltage, then the emitter current is flowing. So when VCB is equal to 0, and the emitter base junction is forward biased, the junction behaves as a forward biased diode. Okay, when VCB equal to 0 and the emitter base junction is forward biased and the emitter base junction is forward biased, the junction behaves as a forward biased diode. So the emitter current IE increases rapidly with a small increase in emitter base voltage. See in this curves, when the emitter current increases rapidly, with a small increase in emitter base voltage, VEB. So when VEB is increased, keeping VCB constant, the width of the base region will decrease. If the width of the base region decreases, here the curve shift towards the left as VCB is increased. See here, the curve, the input characteristics curve shift towards the left. It shifts towards the left as VCB is increased. Right? Here, if we increase the VCB, this curve is shifted towards left. Why? Because if VEB is increased, keeping VCB constant, the width of the base region will decrease. Then the emitter current will increase. So that's why the curve shifted towards the left as VCB is increased. Okay. So next one is output characteristics. The output characteristics of common base configuration are obtained between output current IC and the output voltage VCB with a constant input current. The output characteristics are drawn between output voltage and output current. So here the output current is IC and the output voltage is VCB with constant input current IE. In the CB configuration, input current is IE. The input characteristics are drawn between input voltage and input current at constant output voltage, but the output characteristics are drawn between output voltage and output current with constant input current. So to determine the output characteristics, the emitter current is kept constant at a suitable value by adjusting the emitter base voltage VBE. So then if VCB is increased in suitable equal steps and the collector current is noted for each value of IE, and this is repeated for different fixed values of IE. So then we get the output characteristics of the common base configuration. So here we have three types of regions: saturation region, active region and cutoff region. See here, so this region is active region and this one is the cutoff region and this one is saturation region. The output characteristics are obtained between output current and output voltage with constant input current. So from these characteristics, for a constant value of IE, from these characteristics, for a constant value of IE, IC is independent of VCB. IC is independent of VCB. And the curves are parallel to the axis of VCB. See here, these curves are parallel to the axis of this VCB. So here IC is independent of VCB and the curves are parallel to the axis of VCB. Further, IC flows even when VCB is equal to 0. Okay. So as the emitter base junction is forward biased, the majority carriers, that is electrons from the emitter, are injected into the base region. So due to the action of the internal potential barrier at the reverse biased collector base junction, they flow to the collector region and gives rise to IC even when VCB is equal to 0. Here these curves are parallel to the VCB axis. So here IC is independent of VCB. IC is independent of VCB. See here, from the characteristics, for a constant value of IE, IC is independent of VCB and the curves are parallel to the axis of VCB. So as the emitter base junction is forward biased, majority charge carriers inject into the base region and they flow to the collector region and give rise to IC even when VCB is equal to 0. First keep the emitter current constant and vary the VCB value for different points and record the IC values at each point. So repeat the same procedure at different IE values. So finally we can get the output characteristics. So between VCB and IC at constant IE. So this is about output characteristics. See here, these are the transistor parameters. We have different parameters. First one is input resistance, output resistance, current gain and voltage gain. So how to define input resistance? So it's the ratio of change in input voltage to change in input current. At output voltage is constant. So here input resistance is the order of, it is in the order of few ohms. So in terms of H parameters, it is HIB for common base configuration. So I represents input, here B represents common base. So we can write HIB equal to delta VBE by delta IE when VCB is constant. So input resistance is, it is defined as the ratio of input change in input voltage to change in input current. So delta VBE by delta IE at VCB is constant. So here input resistance is in the order of few ohms. Next parameter is output resistance. So it is the ratio of change in output voltage to output current when input current is constant. So it is H naught B. So output resistance is in the order of hundreds of kilo ohms. In CB configuration, input resistance is low and output resistance is high. So input resistance is in the order of few ohms, output resistance is in the order of hundreds of kilo ohms. So here H naught B is, so R naught is delta VCB by delta IC at IE is constant, and the output admittance it is IC by delta VCB. Next one is current gain. So current gain is ratio of change in output current to change in input current with VCB is constant. So it is the current gain, it is denoted as HFB. So HFB equal delta IC by delta IE. So forward, F represents forward current gain, so B represents for CB configuration. So the current gain is HFB equal to delta IC by delta IE when VCB is constant. Here the current gain is always less than unity. The current gain is always less than unity. Next one is voltage gain. Next parameter is voltage gain. So it is the ratio of change in output voltage to input voltage when input current is constant. With input current is constant. So it is the reverse voltage gain. So reverse voltage gain. The reverse voltage gain is input voltage by output voltage. So that is HRB. It is the ratio of delta VEB by delta VCB. It is a reverse voltage gain. It is the ratio of change in input voltage to change in output voltage when input current is constant. Here the voltage gain is high. The voltage gain is high. The current gain is less than unity in CB configuration and the voltage gain is high. So these are the different parameters of the transistor in CB configuration. So input resistance, output resistance, current gain and the voltage gain. Current gain and the voltage gain. So next one is common emitter configuration. Common emitter configuration. So see the circuit diagram. So the input to the CE is applied to the base emitter circuit. Here the input to the CE is applied to the base emitter circuit and the output is taken from the collector emitter circuit. So making the emitter common to both the input and output. So in this configuration, emitter is common for both input and output. So input is applied to the base emitter circuit and the output is taken from the collector emitter circuit. So that is in the common emitter configuration. Here the base voltage VBB forward bias as the base emitter junction and VCC is the reverse bias as the collector base junction. Here VBB forward bias as the emitter base junction and VCC reverse bias as the collector base junction. So here in the output side the positive terminal is connected to N-type material. So in the input side the positive terminal is connected to P-type material. So VBB forward bias as the base emitter junction and VCC reverse bias as the collector base junction. Here the input current is IB and the output current is IC. In common emitter configuration, the input current is IB and the output current is IC. So we can write IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. So we know that from the CV configuration, IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. So from this we can write alpha IE equal to IC minus ICBO. So dividing with alpha, then we get IC by alpha minus ICBO by alpha equal to alpha IE by alpha. Next, IC by alpha minus ICBO by alpha equal to IE, right? So alpha gets cancelled. So from this we get IC by alpha minus ICBO by alpha equal to IE equal to, we can write IB plus IC. In place of IE we can write IB plus IC. So from this we get IC by alpha minus IC, that is equal to IB minus ICBO by alpha. Okay. So from this IC into 1 by alpha minus 1. So IC into, so take IC is common. So IC into 1 by alpha minus 1 equal to IB minus ICBO by alpha. So take LCM, then we get IC into 1 minus alpha by alpha equal to IB minus ICBO by alpha, and IC equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha into IB plus alpha by 1 minus alpha into ICBO by alpha. So from this we get IC equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha into IB plus 1 by 1 minus alpha into ICBO. Since beta equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha and beta plus 1 equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha, substitute, then we get IC equal to beta IB. So here substitute alpha by 1 minus, in place of alpha by 1 minus alpha, substitute beta, and in place of 1 by 1 minus alpha, substitute 1 plus beta. Then we get IC equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta ICBO. IC equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta ICBO. So here 1 plus beta ICBO equal to ICEO. We can write ICEO. So finally the collector current equation CE configuration is IC equal to beta IB plus ICEO. The term 1 plus beta ICBO, it is the reverse saturation current or leakage current in CE configuration. It is denoted as ICEO. Here ICEO equal to 1 plus beta into ICBO. The reverse saturation current in CV configuration is ICBO, and the reverse saturation current in CE configuration is ICEO. So here if you neglect ICEO, then we can write IC equal to beta IB. So from this, the beta equal to IC by IB. So beta is the current amplification factor in CE configuration. So it is the ratio of output current to input current. In CE configuration, the output current is IC and the input current is IB. So beta equal to IC by IB. The collector current equation is IC equal to beta IB, that is in CE configuration. So here the leakage current in CE configuration is larger than in CV configuration. So here ICEO is the collector current which flows when base is open, and collector emitter junction is reverse bias. So the leakage current in CE configuration is larger than in CV configuration. Okay. So it is the collector current equation in CE configuration. So with this I am going to stop the presentation. Thank you.